What's going on, guys? My name is Blitzer and I'm coming back at you with another WWE gameplay commentary. And if some of you have been saying, why the hell do I say WWE so fast? Because I try to say it fast, but if you want me to pronunciate and enunciate things a little more correctly, I could go ahead and do that. So another WWE gameplay commentary. And today we've got Mason Ryan going against Jack Swagger. And the reason for this commentary came about from Dolph Ziggler kind of having a frustrated moment with his managerial representative Vicky Guerrero on recent Monday Night Raw, where he basically said that I'm better than this and that he's going to go ahead and leave, that he's done or whatever. And he's also put out on Twitter a warning to Vicky, where he said, Vicky, you have to fix this and blah blah, I'm better than this, and even though I keep stealing the show, I keep losing, so she must change this, which I mean means that maybe Dolph Ziggler is going to be going in a better direction. Now the big news is that actually Mason Ryan, if you remember, the big muscle man who's wrestling right there, the Batista wannabe, Mason Batista, basically has been working during a lot of dark matches as the bodyguard for Dolph Ziggler. So that is the rumored character update that Dolph Ziggler is going to be getting soon, and that is that Mason Ryan is going to be becoming his bodyguard. Now the problem with this is that usually the whole bodyguard thing tends to work not so well for the guy who's being the bodyguard, because if you remember, I mean, that's kind of what how Batista got over was Batista was the bodyguard for Devon, and then, well, Reverend Devon or whatever his character was, and then he also kind of worked as the muscle man for the Evolution group as well, for the Evolution stable. So technically speaking, I mean, it seems like this would be more of a push for Mason Ryan than it is for Dolph Ziggler. But I just hope that the WWE sees the value in Dolph Ziggler, because oftentimes a lot of us complain about the WWE writing team sucking and all, but I think that a big problem with today's wrestling business overall is the fact that a lot of the superstars are honestly lazy and don't want to go ahead and take and become big superstars. They want it to be handed to them, and they wanted to just kind of cruise their way to the top, you know. And I think that that's a big issue, but whatever. I think that Dolph Ziggler is an exception to that. I think that Dolph, the only reason that he is not quite at the top yet is because of the fact that Dolph Ziggler is a guy who is on the smaller sides, of course, and because that he gets held back a little bit, in my opinion. And although you can make the argument that Daniel Bryan is even smaller than him and all that, and why is he getting a push, I think that Dolph is, as well as Daniel, I mean, they're still not taken quite seriously. I mean, most of the main events, when these guys, smaller guys, are in a title picture contention, the main events are still John Cena and other characters, so to speak, you know, than the smaller guys, including CM Punk, who's also a smaller guy, not the typical muscle man like Mason Ryan is here. So I just hope that the way that they do these characters, they actually go on ahead and use this bodyguard figure to help Dolph Ziggler propel to a world champion status, because I think that Dolph Ziggler could definitely challenge, maybe not for the WWE title, but for the world heavyweight title. I think it makes perfect sense if Dolph Ziggler goes ahead and actually uses Mason Ryan's help in order to defeat, let's say, Sheamus and become the champion on SmackDown, and they could kind of give him the character of type of like Bobby Roode is in the TNA Impact. So I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. Would you want Dolph Ziggler to go ahead and become his own wrestler, his own single competitor with Mason Ryan as a bodyguard? Or would you like him to stick with Vicky and stay in a tag team with Jack Swagger? I'd love to hear it in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. It is always appreciated. And subscribe for regular content delivered to your subscription box. Thank you guys for already doing all that good stuff. You guys are awesome. And yay, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.